Welcome to the newest episode of Chapman and Chad of the Night Owls, episode 13. But as you can see, we have two guests here. We got the 2022 champion here of EDGC, Mike Anzalone.
The new champ.
The new champ.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's your name. That's your nickname. I officially crowned you the champ.
Appreciate it.
And over here we have Tyler Webster, Mr. Iceman himself, the coolest guy on the course, I think. Player X.
Or Player X for those who know, and for those who don't. PDGA number 28978.
Yes, I think I forgot about Player X. I seen those pictures. That was funny.
Hashtag putting champ.
Current putting champ.
Oh yeah, good job.
Had a perfect score last
Yesterday,
night.
yeah.
233s. 233s. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Good job.
May not be the first one we've seen, but it's up there.
Yeah. So putting league was good last night, huh?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was real fun.
Good. And all of us right here are on Team Flight Farm for 2023.
Yes.
Definitely looking forward to the upcoming season.
Yeah.
Playing all the tournaments
Absolutely.
and having fun with all you guys.
It's awesome. So let's go over some national news. So, national news. Over at Discmania, Nate Perkins announced the other day he's leaving.
Who?
Yeah, Nate Perkins.
Never heard of him.
Nate Perkins? You don't know Nate Perkins?
Nope.
Nate Perkins for also those who know.
Nope.
The Zen Essence, his signature disc is. Oh, okay.
Was there did anybody say where he's going? Do we know?
Now, Discmania actually said he has not announced where he's going. So let's make some predictions. Maybe Mikey won't make any. The champ over here.
I'll put 10 on Lone Star.
Oh yeah, that was definitely my pick.
And what do you think, Player X?
Well, we can't go with Lone Star. Clash is probably looking for a new poster child.
Yeah.
And that they're based out of Texas, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's a Texas boy.
Nope. Somebody over there saying no.
No, not from Texas. Finland.
Oh, that's right.
I was
That's right.
way off.
Their plastic feels amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do like Clash discs though.
Clash. All right. I'm just going to say he's going to open bag it.
Open bag, yeah.
Just going to do the open bag. Or, as Chad said, he's just not going to do anything.
He could, yeah. Just what do they say? Free agent and
Player agent. Yeah.
player agent. Okay.
So all right. So Lone Star, Clash, open bag. We'll see what he says in a couple.
What's
days.
your prediction?
Just open.
Just
bag.
open bag.
Open bag.
just
So like
play.
Team Infinite?
Just
Play-
kinda like-
play for fun, yeah.
Drew Gibson.
I don't
That's
know.
Team Infinite.
Is it?
Maybe we need to reach out and Team Fly Farm that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's open bag too.
Yeah, it's definitely open bag.
Okay. Sweet.
So very cool. So you have some national news, Player X, as he takes a drink.
I do. One of the things that seems to be a hot topic here lately is the argument for more FPO thoughtful course design.
I agree.
How do they do that? Like, what's the most effective way, cost-effective way, best way to go about it for people to actually be able to view it and it be just as interesting as when the men's play?
Well, I think one of the ladies said they would like shorter distances, and so maybe just move portable baskets. I was thinking, or different tees, different tee area.
I actually had notes on that. One of my thoughts was same pins, slightly shorter tees, whether they be. I guess in order for it to be a major, they would have to be the same type of tee as what the men's are playing on. Am I correct in that? I could be incorrect.
I don't know. But I don't see why they couldn't have a different tee, though.
Well, and then that also brought up another thought is same tee, but have another sleeve, a shorter sleeve in the ground, and they just move the basket for the FPO round.
Yeah.
And then they go and fix it, and they put them back to where the MPO are going to be playing from. I think that's the most cost-effective. Sleeves are very inexpensive, and it also makes it to where it can be set up for more, I guess, junior-friendly, casual-friendly type play whenever the courses are not in the championship layouts.
Totally agree.
Is that just because they want to see more pars and birdies?
I think I kind of think that they want to be able to shoot those neg 32s, neg 40s, like some of these pros are these male pros are
Does it
going out
make
and
them play the
shooting.
same course?
I mean, they do play the same course, but
Then they wouldn't be shooting the hot rounds. That's why I wonder. I see a lot of par fives on when I watch. I don't watch a lot on the disc golf network, but when I do, I see a lot of par fives, par 4s when the pros play, and I'm like, dang, wish I had those.
well, and that also brings up they're also getting these eagles. We're seeing a lot of eagles in pro play now, which also makes me think: are the courses too easy, or are these players just really that good?
I don't know about too easy. I mean, I'm just gonna say they're really that good.
Yeah,
I got one, my official one at the Hand-Eye Classic up in Emporia, an eagle out.
you got an official
at Peter
eagle.
Pan
Oh, very good.
Peter
You played.
Pan.
I
Peter
like
Pan's
that
a fun course
on the final card, round 2.
That's
Okay.
a cool course. I didn't get to play. We just passed by, and I'm like, oh, let me look at this place. So we got out, and I walked around. I'm like, dang, I wish I could play right now.
It's nice. I like it.
Emporia, yeah, Emporia is one of the disc golf meccas of the United
Oh, of
States.
course, of course.
If you get a chance to play in Emporia, definitely make a stop.
Yeah.
I would say it's like the Michelin star of disc golf. It would be, what is it? Is it 3 stars at the top or 5 stars at the top?
I don't know.
It would definitely be Emporia.
Jones Supreme was round 1, and that was like their bread and butter course.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't been back to Emporia for probably 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
been a while.
I did stop up at Dynamic Disc up there. It was cool.
I always stop by in there when I'm up in Emporia.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
You're
because.
you're a disc fiend, Mike. You have to go get your plastic fix.
Yeah, I'm not stuck on one brand, but I definitely am always buying plastic.
Well, yeah. Right before you got here, you're like, Chad, sell this to me. Sell this to
How
me.
much for that?
Yeah,
How much for that?
I don't know if we can see on screen, but we have our glorious selection here at Fight Farm.
Yes. I buy all my round disc here. It's amazing.
Here. Yes.
I go
We
through all the
specialize in
brands.
round disc, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, none of that square
Make
stuff.
sure you check them out online.
ffdiscgolf.com.
If they ship too.
Yeah, eBay. He has an eBay store.
Yeah, I check it out every once in a while.
Yeah.
And his website, ffdiscgolf.com.
Click local pickup. Come pick it up.
Yeah.
And we actually all have our own coupon codes.
Well, yes.
If I'm
That's
correct.
right.
PDJ numbers.
Yeah, it's our PDJ numbers.
Just type it in.
28978 for Tyler Webster coupon code.
Mm-hmm.
1776618.
And mine's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm just kidding. 214-752. Why is mine so short? Because I'm an amateur. The amateurs get shorter ones. That seems like very short.
I don't know. There's
I don't understand those numbers.
There's talk of them like starting to recycle numbers that have been like inactive, I guess.
Wow.
I have one of my good buddies, Scott Schultz. He had a really low number, and he didn't renew for a number of years. And then when he went to go renew, they gave him a completely new number.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was pretty upset about that.
Yeah, I would be
So
too.
I don't
Did
know
that
how
mess
they-
up his stats online?
Yeah. He had tournament stats, current ratings.
It's
all
like he
kinds of
started
other-
all over
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Fresh slate, and he was
That
not
makes me
happy about it.
feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Oh. So we will hit. That's so sad.
Yes, very accurate on that one.
No, really, that is sad though. So,
There we go.
so you got more national news?
I do have more national news.
Let's hear
One of my other topics I had was 2023 disc golf rivals.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of the popular opinion was for MPO, always Macbeth, Wysocki.
Yeah. That's a give me.
We know how that goes. And then for FPO, also another go-to, Tatar and Pierce.
Tatar and Pierce.
What do you guys think about those two?
Oh,
I think Tatar is gonna
by far.
get it again.
Tatar is rocking and rolling.
No
right
doubt.
now.
She did get like elbow surgery, I think,
I didn't hear about that actually.
but she's back recovering, and she's already like lifting those weights behind her head, those gigantic bumps.
I think anybody that disagrees is just working for Elaine King. Is that her name? Yeah, that's her name.
That's
I know her.
Okay, and then I also had my own personal opinion about some matchups this year.
All right, let's hear 'em.
For FPO, I kind of went with some young guns. I have Gannon Burr and Anthony Barella.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then for FPO, I wouldn't call them necessarily young guns, but we have Tatar and Allen. Allen's been looking really good here lately, and she might not be winning these tournaments that we've seen in the past, but she's finishing very high, and she's playing a lot of tournaments, getting a lot of rounds in.
Jennifer Allen?
Katrina Allen.
Katrina
Allen, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think she just switched companies last year, right?
Yes, she is now with DGA, I
DGA.
believe.
So I think she's getting used to her new disc, and I think she's going to be ready this season for sure. I think that would be hard if you just dumped your whole bag and then started with another new bag, new company. That would be hard.
Oh, it is. It's exceedingly hard.
Yeah.
And
So
I lose lots of frisbees. So I'm learning a new frisbee probably every couple of weeks. It seems like.
Yeah.
I think it's hard sticking to all one brand.
No,
some of them
I think sticking to a brand gives you a chance to have like a uniformity, because I feel like each disc producing company, they have an idea of what their flight mechanics are going to be based off of, and then they use that as that control, and then they try and match it. I mean, it's not an exact science at this point.
But then when you put multiple companies together, like Trilogy did, then you
definitely have a multiple mix-up.
Like, I gotta have a Justice.
Yeah, I bag a Justice, so I know what you mean about that. Yeah.
I don't care how much money you offer me. It's like, yeah, throw the Justice in the contract.
There, kind of controversy. I believe at one point Ricky Wysocki had wiped his putters, the stamp off his putters, so he could use his go-to putters when he was with another company at one point.
Oh.
Daggers.
I think he was using AVRs whenever he was with another company.
Innova?
No, he was with another company and he was using AVRs still.
This long time ago?
Yeah, pretty early on.
Prodigy.
Yeah, it might have been when he was with Prodigy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's before I got into
You
disc golf.
didn't hear that from me, but...
Well, if they don't have what you need, they need to make it, or you're going to throw something else.
Exactly.
If you want me to win, if I was Ricky, if you want me to win, make it, or I'm going to throw something else.
Right.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And then I also had another one. Europeans are getting very hot. They're coming to America. They're finishing very well in our tournaments. So another matchup I had was Tatar and Solonen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I got to play with some Europeans at DDO last year.
Yeah, they love going to Emporia.
Yep.
Emporia, Ledgestone, they like those big ones.
Really good people.
And then another one, I got a really good laugh out of this one. One of the comments I read was, top matchup this year is going to be Nico and tournament officials.
Yeah, I got another 10 that says he doesn't make it through the season.
I mean, I'm hoping for him. I hope that he learns from his recent mistakes. I mean, everybody likes to pick on Nico, but Nico's a great guy.
Have you met him personally?
I have not met Nico. I've met a handful of pros, but Nico is not somebody that I've crossed paths with. Through my brother, Kyle, with his stint of being a touring pro, I've crossed paths with Will Schustrick, Kevin Bates, Paige Pierce, Katrina Allen, Will's wife. They've all stayed with us before.
Oh, that's cool.
I played putting games with Ulabari, Wysocki, Big Germ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah, back in the early days of Journey Post in Branson, Missouri at the Treehouse course.
What about Little Germ?
Little Germ? I've never heard of him.
Definitely want to see everybody succeed, though, so I definitely want to see Nico succeed, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pulling for Nico this year.
I've only been around 22 months, and
I mean,
I've
there's
seen a few
been
things.
similar issues with players in the past. I believe Bradley Williams had a stint where he had a minor lapse in judgment, kicked a basket down a hill at a tournament.
What?
Yeah.
portable.
It was a portable one.
I
I hope it was portable.
Wow, I didn't hear about
But
that.
he had to take a break from sanctioned tournaments.
Well, yeah.
So wearing steel toe boots to tournaments.
I've also heard stories of Barry Schultz freaking out in a tournament and actually climbing on the basket and ripping trying to rip the top of the basket off and actually snap the basket loose. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, there's been a lot of hotheads in disc golf, but it hasn't been advertised as much as Nico's has.
This happened several years ago, but I've seen a video recently of Nico and Nate Perkins getting into it. You seen that video? Nate, not Nate, but Nico was just really just like right here in Nate's ear. And Nate's a cool guy, and he's just trying to.
Nate's a very level guy.
And I was like, dang, I wonder what that was about. But it didn't, in the description, it didn't say what it was about. It was just.
Well, that has to be the biggest rule broken in disc golf, in my opinion, is the 30-second violation. Once you've figured out your lie and you put your mini down and you determine it.
Yeah, but how can you really enforce that? Like, I mean, it's kind of,
maybe somebody has to have a stopwatch on the card every time.
But how do you?
It's like a pencil.
Yeah. Do you designate the scorekeeper as the person that keeps the stopwatch, or do we have or do we evolve to the point where we have
just like keeping score?
A player official that follows every
on the
card.
scorecard,
And that's what they do with the PGA. Don't they have an official that walks with every card?
Because 30 seconds goes by pretty quick, and when they're standing out there and I'm waiting a minute, 2 minutes for someone who's like, I'm waiting for the wind to die down.
No, that's bullshit.
And it happens all the time.
Yeah,
I'm
guilty of that.
I don't want to say, hey, buddy.
I've waited for the wind to die down, but I don't take what you said.
I throw it.
I just go because I'm afraid someone's going to say, Chapman, since I'm so brand new, Chapman, just go, Only time I would wait is hole 6. I'm not going to throw it into a windshield.
I just let it go.
But you guys got more control. I don't, man. I just hope it gets down.
I like the best.
I like to turn a justice over and flirt with the OB, get close to the road, and let it just straighten itself.
I'm always flirting.
Well, let me tell the people at home, hole 6 is right against a street. And if wind catches it, it's going to go in someone's windshield or someone's yard, or the dogs will poop on it in that one yard.
Well, it's also an island as well.
It's an island, yeah.
So it's a lot more threatening than it sounds. Walking path.
I can use a destroyer on a windy day, so I'll get it down there.
The Enid historical annex, where we keep our Enid Disc Golf Club points and just the tallies from every year, just right across the street.
They got the out of bounds right behind the basket, like 2 feet max, and you're done.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't have to worry about it.
The basket's literally right by the path.
I mean,
it feels like it's just that close.
I don't have to worry about that. So
yeah,
but that's the only time I would wait. A long time is I don't want to. I can afford to replace somebody's windshield.
If I'm outside the circle, I'm not going for that most of the time.
No. Definitely.
I'm just laying it, and most of the time it's 4 par. If it's for 4, then oh well.
I mean, it's
not going to be for 5.
When I'm feeling bold, and I want to show off, I'll run it, but I'm always aiming low, because if you hit that cage, you're safe still, and everybody's like, yeah, good run. And I'm like, yeah.
If you hit the cage,
I'm just happy.
You ramp off the edge.
OB. I'm just happy to make par on that if I can. Sometimes I can.
Par on 6 at Meadow Lake is definitely the good score.
Mm-hmm.
I got a guy on that hole playing the first round at the United States Amateur Match Play on that one because he did not want to lay up.
Oh, was he feeling strong?
Or no, actually he was going to lay up for par, and it just hit the wood chips and skipped the 2 feet just past the basket.
It just slid into the path.
And he got a 4, and I got the 3, and
wow.
We just checked off that hole for me and moved on to the next one.
Good for you.
Match play. It's so interesting.
So my prediction, what we're talking about, Valerie Mondahondo versus everybody on the FPO card, because she's going to be really good.
She was, on all the charts I looked at, she was at least top 5 on all but one of them.
Yeah.
And I looked at, I would say 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get it.
That's when I noticed them. That's when I noticed the pros that are playing on the top 10, top 5.
Yes.
Noticeable. So
maybe I'll put her against Conus because she just left DD. Valerie
Konopanis,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
okay,
I'll say Valerie versus Konopanis. That'd be good.
I think Valerie will smoke her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Valerie's she's
easy $10.
Good.
Yeah, and she's very pretty. I can say that because my wife doesn't watch the show. Don't send her the link.
But I think I think on the MPO side, I think Gannon Burr is going to really kind of shock and awe this next season. He's did he
Schools, yeah, he just graduated.
Did he graduate? He
School's
graduated.
over.
Yeah, school's over.
Dang, I didn't know he was a
And
kid.
he's wanting that money.
Yeah,
now.
he was still in high school. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was winning majors still in high school.
That's amazing.
So his mom gets the money, right?
No, I think he gets to pocket it all. I would hope.
Or
He got
the merch.
He got an NIL deal with his mom.
Imagine getting that merch.
Wow.
Yeah, no, Gannon Burr's still in high school, or was still in high school through this last season, and from what Mike says, he's graduated.
Yeah, he did.
Is he going to join a collegiate disc golf team?
He should.
Yeah,
He definitely
he's good
should.
at
I
that.
don't see why he wouldn't.
Definitely should.
I guess the money would be why.
Well,
Because do they get paid like that? I don't think in college you do.
I don't believe
think you
that
just
there's
play.
I think
quite
he's
the
like-
NIL deal that there is with collegiate football and disc golf. I
More
don't
like a
think
free scholarship.
there's probably scholarship opportunities, but man, disc golf is still pretty young, and I can't imagine that there would be tons of money available for these players.
School's
which is
always
which is
great, but
unfortunate that
in
these
Today's.
these exceptional athletes aren't able to get the same type of ability that some of these other sports are getting. I mean, like, granted, these other sports are definitely bringing in more revenue for those schools, but
In your opinion, since you said you've only been playing 22 months and you're already the champ, I've been playing probably just as long as you, and I suck because I'm old. But
member since 2006.
disc golf has been around technically since the late 70s when they throw in trash cans. What made it so popular recently, in your opinion?
I think
Where people are like, when they come over to my house, like work on stuff, they see that these guys are like, "Oh, you play that frisbee golf? That's cool. I just heard about that." You know,
Well, I think a big thing is going to be social media.
social media.
Facebook, they have when you're scrolling on your phone, every 10 or so posts, there's the little section where it's just videos.
Okay.
And I know there's an algorithm that dictates what you see most of the time, but disc golf is something that I see at least once or twice a day in those Facebook reels.
Advertisement or something is definitely going to need they need to get it out there more, because I'm surprised I didn't hear about disc golf my whole life growing up. California.
It's really funny
moved
that
out when I was 18.
Chapman, you were talking about disc golf in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of corporate sponsorship
Yeah, there was
back in the 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that documentary.
Should have known about it.
If you go and you listen to Scott Stokely, he's one of the old disc golf heads that was playing in California doing the
I
tour
know about
thing.
him. I've seen his videos.
He has a lot of stories about the old days and how that stuff worked out, and throwing Saturns and things like that. Just when the technology was very null and void for disc golf. I mean, the beveled edge disc was a brand new thing in the 80s.
I always give it 100% no matter what.
Yeah.
What I was saying, I was
Lately, maybe not as much, but
when I was a kid, I remember throwing the
Starting
frisbee,
out.
thinking, "Man, I wish there was some kind of sport that I could just throw this frisbee," because we would try to skip it off the street. You know, you throw your whammo and see how many skips you could get straight down the street. That was a game we made up.
Like skipping rocks on the water.
Yeah, and that was our game for the longest time, that summer at least. And I was like, man, too bad there's not a sport like this. And out in California, they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. That makes me think about the first time my dad took my brother and I out to play our first round of disc golf, and it was at a park in Midwest City, Oklahoma. I believe it was called Kiwanis Park, and I think we went to Academy Sports and just picked up a couple of Millennium discs, some JLS, just the old school, just whatever
Bombers.
Oh yeah, so far, and it was really funny because my dad was throwing the only way that I can explain it is like a chicken wing. He was coming from the side and just whipping it out. And
Has he played before or just?
yeah. He actually learned of disc golf when he went to OU. He was a collegiate wrestler for OU for a little while, and I don't know if most people know this, but some Oklahoma people know Norman has one of the oldest disc golf clubs in the United States.
Oh, did not know that. That's
the
cool.
Norman Pro-Am is one of the longest running tournaments in the United States.
Very cool.
I played that one last year. It was A-tier.
That was actually, the Norman Pro-Am was my first tournament I played as a junior.
Wow.
And this was in 2013 probably.
Played all 3 rounds, all 3 courses blind.
Yeah.
First time playing all 3 of them.
Yeah, kind of funny. I've been a member since 2006, and I think my first actual tournament was 2013.
Oh, yeah. So how did that chicken wing thing work?
Oh, it
Did it work?
It did not work
No.
for him. No, it did not. It did not go very far.
Oh.
But it looked cool when I think I was 8, maybe 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Very funny.
Oh, he showed me so many funny throwing styles that he's just crossed in his lifetime.
So that's actual.
Yeah, it's an actual throwing style. Yeah, there's people that, my brother showed me not too long of a guy ripping drives, throwing just like that. And he's like, you remember this throwing style? And we had a pretty good laugh about it because, yeah, that's how Dad threw.
Hey, hand me one of those discs over there.
They just had the, which one?
Just any of them.
Anyone?
Mhm.
Long distance competition, right?
Yeah, get the round one there.
Oh, Wiggins crushing again. Wiggins Jr.
Oh, did you see the, I saw it on Facebook, Albert Tam,
Oh, he threw a monster too.
without spinning or nothing, over 700 feet.
Yeah.
I think it was 710, don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, actually, I
710
saw
feet
that right before I got here.
with a slight.
Yeah, it was a huge turnover. Huge.
You ever seen this throw? They grip it like this, like they pinch it, and then they go like that.
No.
Look at the guy.
I mean, I've seen the ones where they'll do it like they'll hold it the same way, but they'll come around.
Now this guy, he just went some kind of weird.
I just
Forehand.
I forehand and I
They
still
went
gotta get
far
over
though.
it. I do one finger.
One finger
finger
forehand.
here.
Yeah, one finger.
That's the only way I would grip a disc, and I 100% throw a forehand.
Well, it works for
one
you,
finger.
obviously. You 2 finger, 1 finger.
I guess I'm over about classic 2-finger. I guess they would call it a 2-finger stack. Is the best way to explain it. But I'm also I'm backwards when it comes to disc golf. I'm a natural left-handed person.
You throw right hand.
I throw right-handed backhand,
Weird.
but when I throw overhand, it is left-handed, which also translates to my sidearm is also left-handed.
Yeah.
Which, in other words, is useless.
Yeah. I know your feeling. I can't throw any forehands, so I just switch hands. You know.
Switch it, yeah. A switch hitter.
So
I
do that.
guess I'm a switch hitter.
But if I do try to forehand, because I usually throw right, I can throw a decent one left-handed, depending what disc you use, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's like you said, it's useless. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the exact same flight pattern. But
Yeah.
I've been notoriously good at some just step out flicks when I'm kind of just the scramble. It's more of like, I would say it's like a utility throw. It's like a scramble throw for me. But I've canned a lot of really good throws.
With a forehand.
Yeah, just a step out lefty
Because
forehand.
that's the best way to throw.
No.
I mean, I practiced the backhand, but I just feel so comfortable, and I know it just
Yeah,
it's always parking it, so I've got to stay with it.
I
yeah,
guess
do what
we're like the
feels good.
yin and yang. I love my backhand and I use my forehand when I need it, but you
All
love
them aces.
you love your forehand and you use your backhand when you need it.
I don't think I've really seen you throw backhand before.
You've seen me ace, though.
Was that?
You've seen me
yeah,
ace, though.
yeah, but that wasn't backhanded, was it?
No, that
forehand.
was a forehand.
Yeah,
I
he
throw 100%
on nine.
That's all he throws.
When all the trees were still there at Middle Lake, it was just straight as an arrow.
310 feet, or
It was amazing. His reaction was amazing too.
Chad was on the card, too.
It was
Bad Chad was on the card, too.
Chad. It was Chad.
They know it.
Me, Caitlin, and you. I think
They know what
that's who
time
it
the
was
show
there.
starts, so they're out there.
Yeah, they're looking for their chance to get on. But speaking of my dad, I actually brought a little show and tell today as well,
Sweet.
with it being my first time on the show.
Yeah,
Sweet.
show and tell, show and
Some
tell.
clapping over here.
No, wrong one. This one, show and
There we
tell.
go. Yeah, applause.
Yeah. Long as it's not this one.
We'll start with probably one of my most dear and prized possessions of discs. This was a Christmas gift from my dad one year. A little backstory on it. He's notorious for just being a scoundrel. Likes to play jokes and whatever.
That's a good dad, though.
Oh, it's every dad, but he takes absolute pride in his jokes, and this was one of his jokes. And one year, he decided to kick the door in on me when I was using the bathroom.
Oh, God.
And
Not like he hasn't seen you
was a
naked
product of that day.
Let me see. Oh, no, that's you.
It's
Is that you?
yeah. This is a dye mask, or a Dymax. I'm sorry, Dymax of done by DD in their early days. So he sent this to a professional disc golf company to have them put onto a frisbee for him.
Dude, that's Dimax,
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah, so-
Somebody at DD's like, what the? Okay.
Well, it's really funny because I got recognized
From
at,
that?
at GBO because of this
Oh,
frisbee.
my
Yeah, when
goodness.
I was walking through the warehouse, the guy came up to me and he's like, "Hey, where do I know you from?"
Oh, my
And I was
gosh.
like, I don't know. Kyle's my brother. Blah blah blah. He's like, "You're Webster." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Did your dad take a picture of you pooping?"
Dude, that's
Yeah. So this is one of my prized disc golf possessions.
wow. Get as close as you can. to
You're
the
actually
camera.
reading a book?
That's obviously before iPhones.
Yes, and this is on a Buzz too.
Oh,
So
wow.
very early DD.
Before, when they were doing everything.
This is when they were
else.
doing everything.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't tell Hervé. He'll try to buy that off you.
Yeah.
He's a Buzz fiend. That would be so funny to see Hervé, a fellow Flight Farm member too, by the way. Just
Yeah.
throwing.
He'd be killing people that thing.
Yeah, the Tyler Pooper. He'd be acing everything.
Dude, that's
buddy,
so
yeah.
funny you got recognized.
But speaking of Dymax, this is another prized possession of mine. This is a
Sweet.
This
That's
was
a good one.
Yeah, this was given to me by my brother. This is a picture of my wife, my beautiful wife, Kirsty. Shout out. This was at Kyle and Audrey's wedding. And this was a gift from Kyle for being in his wedding. So this is another
sweet.
prized
Very
possession.
That's awesome.
What disc is that?
This one is this one. You guys should know. This is one of my favorite frisbees. What do you think it is?
Justice?
It's a
No,
it's a late oh, he got it. It's a sling.
Oh, yeah, you're a sling
It's a
guy.
sling.
Yeah.
I love
Took me a minute.
the West Side Sling.
That is cool.
What is the name of that thing?
Yeah. What does Tyler throw on almost every throw?
Yeah, shout out to my wife too, Jennifer. I don't want her to beat me up.
Oh,
when I
yeah,
get
yeah.
home. Love you, babe.
But yes,
I didn't bring a disc with you on there. I'm sorry.
If anybody is out there looking for a disc that you can throw really as hard as you want with a touch of hyzer and it just to go absolutely straight,
Yeah, you crush that thing.
this
Especially
thing,
on 11. Yeah.
This thing is where to go. 11 at Meadow Lake. It's a big, pretty heavily wooded. You have a big group. What are those, pine trees, cedar trees?
And then of course the very next hole 12, he's still using it. He's like,
For turnover. But yeah, 11 is just this big turnover. You got the dog park on the right. You're throwing through a pretty narrow gap right off the tee.
Yeah.
And then
2 trees right in front of you.
yeah, and then 100 feet out, you have 2 other trees with the Mando you have to
Yeah.
to stay right of.
Yeah.
And it's what, a 350, 400 foot hole in between there?
if they
Something like
measured it properly.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to measure that.
I think they got it under 300 on the
But
sign.
yeah, I crush it on a huge Annie, and it always works flat. There's been a handful of times where I've been actually past that basket behind those trees up against the fence. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just recently, this last week, got it over the dog park. So
I've
it's
I've only birdied it a handful
a
of times.
long walk around the dog park
I
to get it.
Yeah, I can't brag too much. I've only birdied it like 2 or 3 times.
That's good though.
yeah.
It's a tough one.
And to kind of further the disc golf show and tell,
Yeah. More.
2014 was a big time of me collecting frisbees. So
Some oldies here.
yeah, I have some old stuff here. This is a G-Star Rock 3
G-Star. Wow.
that has a 2014 European Masters stamp on it, and it is a black disc with silver stamp. Very pretty, never thrown, bag kept. It's also got, you can kind of see it, it's got a little bit of glitter
Yeah.
in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So
How much?
NFS mic.
All right.
And then,
Oops.
and to kind of keep it going we got a 2014 US DGC Rock. And Chad probably likes this one. We kind of got the Flight Farm Owl on the stamp there.
What year is it?
This one's 2014 as well. Yeah, 2014 was whenever I kind of started getting into
You got one of them buttons. Oh.
collecting. Ooh,
No, there's no ooh ah one.
but this one actually it comes with a certificate of authenticity from Innova, and this one was number 474 of 2000.
Ooh, a low number.
So kind of low number, yeah.
I got a couple rocks from that USG.
Do you? Yeah.
From 2016.
Yeah, Kyle's disc collection is so much cooler than mine.
What's the driver?
This one is not a driver. This is an early H1. This one is a Will Schustrick, 3-time USDGC champ, 2010, 2012, 2014.
It's a fairway driver, H1.
H1, no, it's a hybrid. This is
the stamp.
the stamp is Will
that's cool.
just throwing one of his drives. Yeah,
Well, that's cool. Yeah.
but this one's pretty cool. But this was I think this was around the time that they started releasing their H series, their hybrid series.
Oh, he's got some H7s over there.
Yeah, that was
I like the H7. I just bought one from here, the orange one. I throw that on 11, matter of fact.
And some Prodigy.
kind of
My
picking
first
up on the
Prodigy.
theme. This was also when Kyle was sponsored by Prodigy, so I was kind of hot into the Prodigy plastic, and to kind
that's
of
cool.
continue on the Will Schustrick thing.
Dang, that's awesome stuff.
We have the Will Schustrick Air Raid gas mask.
That is
These were done by Kale LaVisca out of Airborne.
much?
NFS, man.
Come on, man.
And this one, that's actually a really low number. What's the number on that one, Mike?
What disc is this? M3. That's
An
a Prodigy.
M3 Prodigy M3.
Number 7 out of 100.
Yeah, 7 out of
Wow.
100. Yeah,
See, but I'm going
low
to
number
throw
on
it.
that one. And kind of cool story with these. I believe that these were only supposed to be one per person,
Oh, you got two?
and somehow I ended up with 2.
Wow.
Okay, man, I'm going to have to offer you some
No,
money.
they're not for sale, man.
You sure?
And this one's my favorite putter. You guys got to
Probably
know.
not enough
You guys,
money,
you
though.
guys know what I putt with. What do I putt with?
Well, Prodigy did this.
The PA2s. PA2s. This one is a PA2, same stamp, Will Schustrick gas mask. This one not as impressive. This one's only 31 out of 100.
It's still good.
Cash is cash.
Cash is cash, but
Those are
not for sale.
Never thrown.
Never thrown. Yeah, these have been box kept. Box kept with paper layering, all the protective measures.
Good for you. That's smart.
I'll just keep bugging you every week. One week you'll
Right.
sell it to me.
Right. Yeah.
Look, man, that dude just leave me alone. You know, just give him the damn
those
disc.
collectible frisbees.
Was that all your show and tell?
That is all I have for show
Well, thank
and
you
tell
for
today.
bringing those.
Yeah,
those
those
are
are awesome.
amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, Webster family has a very, very extensive frisbee collection.
Very cool.
Thousands of frisbees.
Your dad collects them too?
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's cool.
Yeah, my dad collects. Kyle obviously has the more impressive collection.
Oh,
He has videos of owning
I'm working on it.
pre-beveled edge discs frisbees that were
Wow.
used in tournaments. Yeah.
I'm at like 350, 300.
Another
Just keep
really
buying
cool
them.
thing, I wasn't able to track it down. We still have things in boxes from our move in April. But I have a very early Scott Stokely disc golf manual
Whoa.
autographed.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year is that from?
Not 2014.
No.
No, I can't tell you the date on that one. Kyle has a better knowledge on that. But interestingly enough, I had this disc golf manual when I was living in Fargo, North Dakota, a couple of years ago, and Scott Stokely came through and played one of our local tournaments on his little tour, and I had the pleasure of playing with Scott the final round.
Dang.
Did you have a shirt on with the PDJ number on it?
Like
he always does?
he did. No, it was really funny. There was a bunch of us playing a practice round there, and we were playing at it's called Trollwood Park in Fargo, North Dakota. For those that want to look it up, it's a very quaint park. Butts up right next to the Red River of the North. Fun fact: Red River of the North actually flows to the north.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
I'll have to
The
look that
Nile,
up.
the Nile is not the only one.
Downhill.
No,
No, it just flows into Canada. I don't know why.
Downhill to the north.
Yeah, downhill.
I'll have to look that up later. That's cool.
But yeah, no, it actually flows to the north. I've donated many plastic round things to the river of the north,
Oh.
but it connects to the Mississippi. So if you've ever been on the Mississippi, you've been in the water, you've touched water that have touched the waters of the north.
My first few months, I was jumping in if I threw in a creek or I didn't care river, I'm jumping in, trying to find it. Now it's like
I
don't
don't go swimming.
Not
That's
another
my.
one.
I've played
Can't go
long
swimming.
enough to the point where if I can't find my frisbee, like within the first couple minutes of looking for it, or if it goes in the
spend an
water or over the water, yeah, that's a donation. If it comes back to me, it's meant to be.
find like 10 other ones, but not mine.
Yeah.
Well, you found 6 the other day.
Yeah, 6 other ones,
Right in the water.
not mine.
But yeah. To get back at Scott Stokely, yeah, he signed the disc golf manual. He was really tickled to see that somebody owned something that he had made 10, 15 years before me showing it to him. And yeah, he was really tickled.
How long's it been since you showed it to him?
It was 2 years ago. So he probably still remembers. We could probably tag him
I'm
in
sure
this,
he does.
and he'd probably remember.
That's cool.
But to
And he moved out of country.
yeah, he's currently
He's in
he's somewhere right now, like New Zealand or Thailand. He might be in Thailand. Everybody's in Thailand right now. That's where the tournament is.
Singapore.
Isn't it in Thailand? Yeah. I think they're all in Thailand.
That
But,
would be fun. Travel like
My
that.
performance in front of Scott was lackluster.
Oh no, that's
Call it starstruck or what have you, but I did not play very well, and I wish I could have beat him. I think it would have been really cool to say, yeah, I beat Scott Stokely. But
So you're playing against him?
I was against him. Yeah, he was. I think he was in second place going into the second round. I was in third place, and I don't remember who was in first. I'm drawing a blank. It was not you. It was not you. You were not there.
I was there. In another life.
But
In another life, I mean. But I was there.
but no, it wasn't. It's a really cool course. The tournament was called the Cass Clay Summer Slam. Cass Clay for the 2 counties that are right there. Cass is the county that Fargo is in, and Clay is the right across the river, the Red River there, and Minnesota is Clay County. If I could be mistaken, but I believe that's Clay County. And they just that's the area club there.
Cassius Clay.
Yeah, one of the area clubs there, the Cass Clay Disc Golf Club. Shout out. And then we also have the Fargo Moorhead Disc Golf Club, also up there doing really great things. They got the Summer Slam, and then they also have the Fall Classic.
wow,
Sweet.
very cool.
Actually, one of my favorite courses is in Fargo, at Iwan Park in Fargo.
Look that up.
Gnarly, real gnarly.
I'm playing one of my favorite courses this Sunday at the Woods Toss B tier up in Ponca City.
We going to Ponca City
City?
this Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Good
it
luck.
the Bodark?
Boys Dark or however they want.
Yeah,
Boy?
yeah.
Boy?
Yeah,
boy?
there's many pronunciations, but some will argue that Bodark is the correct one.
So that's awesome. I shot my highest rated sanctioned round was at Bodark last year at the Woods Toss when I won it in MA3. 991.
Good job.
-2.
Wow.
Nice. Fun fact about the Bodark course: the Webster family we're very generous, and we like to give to disc golf, give back. And
Thank you.
one of the actual early course sponsorships was to the Bodark course.
Hole
Very
4
cool.
or what?
I think it's 14.
14.
Yeah, it plays to the sandbar by the lake there. If you go to the Bodark course and you walk through and you
I know
look
which
at the nameplates, there one of them says Webster family on it.
Wow, that's cool.
But I think it's 14.
I'm hoping to shoot a 991 Sunday. At least.
You'll do fine. You always do fine.
Yeah. If not, I'm not worried about it. I'll make up for it.
Yeah.
Always.
Very
No,
cool.
I haven't played the Bodark course. The one and only time actually I've played the Bodark course. They had 7 holes that were manicured. They had baskets out there, and then the rest of it was just a T-post driven into the ground.
Wow.
So raw.
Yeah.
And plus 100 was my score, I think. Oh, it was terrible.
Whoa.
Yeah, we did a lot of coursework that day, so I could have been tired, little worn out. I mean,
it's a tough course. It could be very tough.
I mean, we were pulling like power line poles to make a bridge. So we were.
Oh,
there was,
yeah.
there
You
was
probably
a lot,
were tired.
Yeah, there was a lot of heavy lifting that day.
Yeah, you probably were tired.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Don't ever go away. I don't know what to say if you decide to stay.
Don't get the number 2.
What the hell was that? Why we pay for that commercial? Hey, that's China Palace 412 West Main, Slap Out, Oklahoma. Oh man, that was weird.